Donkey Kong. Is it good? No. Let me just make clear that I'm talking about the original Donkey Kong arcade game that was ported to the NES, and I played it on the Nintendo Switch via the Nintendo Switch online service. This game is so short that by the time I finished talking in this short review, you could have finished it. There's 3 levels, 2 with the aim of getting to the top and saving the princess, and 1 knocking down the yellow platforms which bring down Donkey Kong in order to save a princess. Once you've finished it, the game starts from the start, but it's a little bit harder, with faster enemies and more barrels to jump over, but that's it. Which I can see how this might have been fun in the arcade, you spend a few pennies and you see how far you can get, but I don't really see the point when you're at home. Especially as if you get a high score, you need to write the high score down on a piece of paper, because it will not save your high score between playthroughs. If you close the game and reopen it, that high score will be gone. There's some things that annoy me, like the distance between jumping and falling was so small, and I think this is a symptom of being an arcade game in that the more you die, the more money you're going to spend, so they make it punishingly hard. And the power-ups, I didn't feel were power-ups. You get a hammer and you bonk, 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 you just bonking stuff, and I never really felt that helped, so I just used platforming and jumping and climbing to get away from enemies. The soundtrack is great, and if you played Donkey Kong Country, you'll recognise the startup theme, which I always love to hear the original game having a soundtrack that is used in later games in the series. The graphics are fine, but what can you say, it's an NES game. Can't critique it. There's multiplayer if you've got any friends, but it's just one player died, now the other player plays. So it's basically just parenting the console, so no one player hogs the game. Not that I would want to hog this game, as I'm not a massive fan. As with these old games, I didn't see any bugs or glitches, which is great, and I would play the game again, mainly because it's so short, and it's a little bit exciting to see how much further I could get, how many loops I can survive. Apart from that, I didn't think it was very good. But good for a history lesson of where Donkey Kong and Mario came from. That was Donkey Kong, and I give it a 4 out of 10.